Yeah, certainly. Thanks very much, David. And yeah, it is a nice tie-in because AMSI, we're not a research institute, but what I'll be talking about is all the programs that we run. So AMSI is a collaboration of Australia's university mathematics departments, and our membership is growing. So the network at the moment comprises 40 universities, mathematics societies, and government agencies. Our newest member, just as of this week, actually, is the New Zealand Mathematical Society. And we're keen to see some stronger ties with New Zealand, particularly over the last 18 months, for a number of our programs have moved online or into hybrid mode. Yeah, we're encouraging stronger participation from our New Zealand neighbours. Another focus for us is continuing to strengthen our linkages with industry. So we've got some ongoing discussions happening at the moment with several of our industry partners to grow their existing kind of event or program sponsorships into a broader AMSI membership. So watch this space. We're hoping to have some additional industry members. And just in general, you know, we recognise that having a broad and diverse membership base is the key to AMSI's strengths. So yeah, we are very open and welcome to organisations across the range, so from university, government, not-for-profit, and corporate sectors whose interests align with the mathematical sciences. And obviously, each of those members have a voice at the table when we advocate to government, so it's really important. I should point out that this is a list of our members here. So a number of the ADSN network also have strong ties with AMSI, which is really great. I should mention next year AMSI is celebrating 20 years, which is really good. So what our plan at the moment is to kind of launch a bit more of a formal alumni network. We enjoy a lot of support from our alumni, and it's really pleasing to see students that were awarded grants to attend events come back 5 years later and they're the featured speakers at the event. Vacation research scholarships, supervisors themselves were students several years earlier. So yeah, we do enjoy that support, but we're looking to kind of really leverage that next year. So that's something else we're working on. And I'll just include here, so our vision and mission, and that's that Australia values mathematics and the mathematical sciences propel Australia, and that we champion the mathematical sciences for Australia's advancement. So we do this with three kind of main areas or programs. So the first is our schools program, universities, which is research, higher ed, and then industry. And as I said, we're working across this kind of sector to shape policy and skill Australia for the future. So I'll move on to some of these programs that we run that we do to strengthen the mathematical sciences discipline. So first up is the schools sector. So we have the AMSI schools team. We used to have a big grant from BHP to run the Choose Math program. So that's part of our AMSI schools. At the moment, what they're focusing on is a smaller team currently in the schools team. So two areas that they're focusing on is careers information. So we release an annual MathsAds careers guide just to help students or graduates so that they're aware of where their skills are in high demand, and that there's so many opportunities available to them that, you know, job positions don't necessarily have data scientist in the title or mathematician in the title. So just helping them to recognise all the jobs that are available to them and appropriate to them to be applying for. And also the Maths Talk podcast. So this has really taken off over the last year. So it remains the only podcast dedicated to the teaching and learning of mathematics in Australia. And it's extended the reach of AMSI schools beyond just our participating schools in our programs to the wider education community nationally and also internationally. So in 2020, 18 podcasts were released, which received more than 8,500 downloads. And the most recent Maths Talk podcast, I believe, was released just last week. So they're all available online. The Research Higher Ed program, which is the program that I manage. So we run a number of national programs that support undergraduate students through to early career researchers and professionals. They supplement university curriculums, provide that discipline-specific careers advice, because often we receive feedback from students that faculties don't provide math-specific advice for them. So just really narrowing that down for them and making sure they're achieving the careers that they're after. Building strong science communication skills, and a big one obviously is creating networking opportunities and facilitating collaborations. Doing that on a national scale is really important. So the programs that we run is our scientific workshop program. So we provide funding and support for our member universities running these initiatives. Our summer school, which is the biggest annual national event in Australia for honours and postgraduate students in the mathematical sciences. And also it's the 20th summer school coming up in 2022. So it's also a big summer school this year. And those subjects are always informed by the latest developments and industry priority areas. So machine learning is often one of our most popular subjects at that school. We also want to run a winter school. This year, that was the theme of the winter school was statistical data science. And again, we received record numbers, the largest number ever for a winter school with over 100 participants. And that also included some industry people that were coming back saying they just wanted to refresh their skills or upskill. So industry are using it as a bit of a professional development opportunity. And so we're keen to see that grow. Bioinfo Summer, which is our annual bioinformatics program. Again, that's always a really well-supported event. Vacation research scholarships. So this is for undergraduate students to get their first taste of research. So they complete a 6-week research project under the supervision of an academic. And then again, they come together at the end of their project. We bring everyone together nationally so that they can present their work and start their kind of first steps into networking in the mathematical sciences community. And finally, our ANSI ACE network. So this is online honours and master's subjects. And this is a big collaboration across all of our member universities, just expanding the number of subjects on offer for all of the students to do that online. So just as a quick plug, Bioinfo Summer is coming up and registrations are open, and also some school applications are open. So all of our member university, students and staff at member universities receive discounted registration to all of our programs, but they're just our two coming up now. The next kind of area in our pipeline is APR Intern, and this is the industry engagement arm of ANSI. So it connects PhD students with industry through short-term research placements. And for business, it's a platform to access Australia's brightest emerging research talent and accelerate innovation. So APR Intern is, I should just let you know, that is continuing, that program. There's been some changes throughout the year, but that program is continuing, and it is really hitting strides and growing. So the latest data I could see, we've placed 840 interns and 427 industry partners have been involved, and that's included across 35 universities. So it's a really valued program by industry and our universities, and it is one that's continuing into the future, which is really great. And then, as well as those programs that we run, another big focus for ANSI is the advocacy and policy. So we contribute to national policy discussion to influence education, research and innovation. I've just listed here some of our position papers and submissions. So the photo there is the discipline profile that's the 7th one we've released. And it's a snapshot of the discipline highlighting challenges and opportunities. And I guess one of the recent things that ANSI has been involved in is the ACARA review of the Australian curriculum. And we've also been having close contact with Minister Tudge, Minister for Education, around that. So, and he's kind of publicly acknowledged AMSI as a voice of someone that needs to be consulted in that process. So again, it's something that as members, you can help us shape what we're doing when we're advocating for all of those things. So I've kept it short and sweet. I guess to bring it back just to the data science kind of focus, we really recognise that there's strong interest in data science programs and activities, as I said, with our data science winter school this year, and that the demand for graduates with skills in data science and data analytics is increasing. So AMSI and its members really need to play a leading role in training the graduates in data science. We have been consulting with our members about a data science review, just to get a really strong understanding of the undergraduate data science degrees at Australian universities and the involvement of our member departments, the mathematical departments in those degrees. And we're currently in negotiations with the Statistical Society of Australia and other parties about that review. So again, that's something ongoing. But I'll leave it there.